channel. So today's video is going to be my 3-month weight loss journey update. But first, it has been forever since I've done a video. I know I've missed you guys so much, but seriously, for the past 2 weeks I have been battling the flu. My entire family has actually, and I'm still, if you can kind of tell, I'm not completely myself yet. I'm still I can't wait to feel better. I'm actually filming in my kitchen, which is a little different than normal. It's such a beautiful day out, but I'm also kind of rearranging my bedroom and I'm rearranging my filming area, and it's a hot mess right now. So I figured this would be okay. There's not going to be any crazy effects or cool editing. This is incredibly janky, to say the least, but nonetheless, I really wanted to update you guys and just talk to you guys. It's been forever, right? It's my 3rd month on this weight loss journey, and it's my 3rd month also using SHREDZ and GELV, but on top of kind of updating you guys on my progress and kind of my current thoughts about those 2 products, my current routine is completely different. So I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of insight to what my current routine is, and then when my 4th month comes around, I'll kind of dive in a little bit more into the products that I'm using and all that kind of stuff. So if you guys are interested to know all those things, then just keep watching. So before I kind of dive into, I'll talk about the SHREDZ first, but before I kind of dive into that, let me kind of give you a little bit of an overview about my month of my 3rd month, let's just say my 3rd month. One question that I did get asked a lot was if I'm not as consistent with my working out, or if I just stop working out, or if I'm not as consistent with the GELV, am I going to backtrack my results? Or are they going to kind of go back to how they used to be? Am I going to gain weight again? Have you noticed a change? And so that kind of gave me an idea. So I figured that for this 3rd month, I was going to be a lot more laid back with my fitness and with my diet. And to be honest with you guys, I really didn't have like a weight goal or a size goal. It was more so just to feel better, to just feel healthy, to feel good, to fit into my clothes a lot better, to run faster. It was just more the feeling of the journey, I guess, if that makes sense. I wanted to kind of transform the insides more so than the outsides, if that makes any sense. And I feel amazing. I feel so good. And you know, if I didn't lose another pound, I would be okay with it. Like I feel like I've made really great progress and I just feel really good. I decided for the 3rd month I was going to be a lot more laid back, and my working out went from 5 to 6 times a week to 2 to 3 times a week. And the first 2 months I would say I was more strict with my diet. I was eating really clean. I wouldn't ever eat late. Yeah, I rarely ever ate late. And if I had a cheat meal, it would be like once in a blue moon. It would be, you know, once in a while. And this time around, I was a complete vegetable for the month, to be honest with you guys. I had my brother visiting from out of town from college, and so he stayed with us and we ate Chinese food and we ordered pizza. We ate late, I had nachos, and like I said, I didn't work out as much. Now, even though I was having a lot more cheat meals and I was eating late and all that kind of stuff, I still had a balance to where there were days where I would work out, and on those days that I would work out, I would eat very clean. So I would have very lean protein, I would eat lots of fruits and vegetables, I would juice, I would make smoothies. So because of that, because I feel like I found a balance, I was still able to not only maintain my weight, but I was still able to lose weight. So I feel like once you stop using those supplements, as long as you find a balance, you should absolutely definitely be able to maintain your weight loss or the weight that you're at, or continue to lose weight. It's not rocket science. If you completely cut out any kind of physical activity and you eat nothing but junk food and you don't have a balance, you know, you're going to put that weight back on. It's just how it works. It's how our bodies work. And because I was only working out 2 to 3 times a week, and I honestly, like I said, I was a vegetable, I didn't do a whole lot, I still have a lot of supplements left over because I would only take them on the days that I was going to work out, or on days that I was going to go to the park or go out and do stuff. I really didn't see the need to take them if I knew I was seriously not going to do anything that day. There was no need for all that extra energy, you know what I'm saying? But on those in-between days, so on the days that I wasn't taking them, I really didn't notice any kind of withdrawal or anything like that, or an incredible lack of energy. It was just kind of going with the flow. I didn't notice a huge difference, I guess. But this time around, when I was getting off of them, because the first time I got off of them, I mentioned I only experienced like a little bit of like tiredness, a little bit of fatigue. I just felt a very kind of sluggish kind of feeling, I guess. It wasn't anything crazy. I just felt tired and that was it. This time around though, I experienced that as well, but I also experienced headaches, which was completely different. I've never, not once, experienced any kind of symptom throughout my journey using SHREDZ. So this is the very first time that I've experienced anything, and it was a headache that literally lasted like 3 days. It was crappy. But that was honestly the only negative thing. It wasn't fun, I'm not gonna lie, who likes headaches? So by no means was it enjoyable, but that was honestly the only side effect that I've had throughout the whole 3 months of me using them. So I don't know if it's because, you know, I used it longer and my body was kind of getting used to it. I don't really know what the difference was between this time and last time, but that was a little bit of a difference from, you know, the first time I had that little bit of a break taking them. But all in all, I lost a total of 21 pounds using SHREDZ. So even though I'm not taking them at the moment, I still highly recommend them. I had nothing but a great experience with them. And maybe one day I will repurchase the stack and give it another go, but at the moment I'm doing something a little different, and I'll get to that in just a second. Now moving on to the Gel V. Obviously it is still one of my holy grail products. I will continue to always use that product till the day they come out with something better, which I'll get to that in just a second. But I've still continued to see progress with that, and it was kind of the same thing as the SHREDZ, where I wasn't as consistent with it, and it would only be on those days that I'd work out that I would remember to put it on, and I wasn't wearing the waist belt as often either. One, because I was a veggie, but also because I really wanted to see if I would, you know, kind of lose some of my results or some of the progress that I've made, because that was a really big question that I got, and honestly I really didn't know, like personally from experience, just because, you know, ever since the beginning I've always been so like committed to it every single day, 3 times a day, and so I wanted to see, like, okay, just to see, just in case that there were ever a time that I couldn't financially afford it again, whatever. I wanted to give it a go, and honestly I just continually saw progress every single day, and it's a miracle worker, and I can't stress enough that you still have to maintain a good diet and a good consistent, you know, exercise routine to continue to see results. But you know, even not being as consistent with it, I still got really great progress. Now to the fun part of the whole topic of Gel V. They're actually coming out with a new product, I want to say in April, yes, which I'm so excited about, guys, because I got sent a sample and I gave it a go and I loved it. So I'm so excited to purchase that and add that to my routine too. So let me know if you guys want me to do like a month like of using it and then giving like a review like I did with the first one. I'd be more than happy to do one, but nonetheless I'm still gonna buy it and I'm still gonna try it because I loved the sample. So there are differences between the old one and the new one coming out. The smell is different, the consistency of it is completely different. The look of it, the color, the original one is like sea green, this one's red. The newer one is mainly used at night, right before bedtime you apply it, and they both essentially do the same thing, but I'm really interested to see, you know, because they're so different in a lot of different ways, I'm excited to see how this newer one will work, because it essentially does the same thing. So it'll be cool to use both of them and to maybe see more of like a faster turnaround time with results. I don't know, but I'm interested to try it nonetheless. I love that brand, I love that company, I love Vanna. She is such a sweetheart, such a doll. I'll give it a go, but let me know if you guys want me to do like an actual like thorough like month review like I did the first one. I'd be happy to do that. So now moving on to what my current routine is. I'm not going to divulge too much or get too much into it, just because I will get into all of that when I do my next update with you guys. I'm still trying out products, but basically in a nutshell, what I've decided to do, because like I mentioned, Shreds, you use it for 3 consecutive months and then you take a month break. So I decided that for this 4th month, I'm gonna go as natural as possible. So that means I'm going to try to not take any kind of pre-workouts, really downsize the number of like times a week that I'm consuming caffeine. So I'm not saying that I'm going completely vegan or completely vegetarian or completely raw, but I definitely want to kind of dip my toes into those pools and pull recipe ideas and just kind of inspiration out of those, because I really want my diet to be a lot more plant-based. So lately I've been juicing a lot more, I've been making a lot more smoothies. I have really been enjoying it. So yeah, this time around I want it to be as natural as possible. I want to see, you know, without the aid of any kind of supplement, can you still, you know, lose weight? Can you still get healthy? And I'm sure the obvious answer is yes, but personally, I've never experienced a journey like this before. I've always had help from other things. I've always had some kind of a fat burner or something like that, and this is my first time really, you know, eating more veggies and more fruits. But yeah, it kind of ripple affected to other areas of my life, so like my skincare, you know, how I cook my meals. A lot of things have honestly been influenced by that decision, and I'm really enjoying the process and this kind of switch and change in my routine, and I'm really excited to see how it continues to go. I wish I felt better so I could completely feel like the benefits of the changes that I've made and how my diet kind of changed, but what can you do? That's how life works, that's how flus work, that's how this time of year works. But yeah, I will let you know my next update, like how things go for me. If I do lose weight, if I don't lose weight. I'm excited to see how it goes, and yeah, I'll update you guys in now like a few weeks. Alrighty guys, so that concludes this video. I really do hope that you guys enjoyed, and like always, if you have any questions whatsoever, please leave it as a comment below, and I will try my best to answer them as fast as I can. Fingers crossed I start feeling myself like ASAP, because I'm so tired of being sick. But anyway, all my social media links are listed below, and if you want more frequent updates with my journey, definitely check those out, because I'm constantly kind of updating you guys on there on juice ideas and my progress and stuff like that, before and afters and stuff like that. So yeah, I guess that's it. I wish you guys a wonderful rest of the day, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye.